Hello and welcome to this video. We'll walk you through the functionality of the off-premise permissions module available in the iPass viewer. To start, here we have the main screen. This is where you can see all the types of permissions that are currently available. In this example, we only have the lunch permission and the early leave permission. If your school has additional types of permissions, those options would also be included here and displayed in this list. Here you can see a preview of these permissions, which includes the icon representing the permission, its name, and the number of students who currently have that permission active. Now let's take a closer look at how to assign permissions. In this case, we'll open the early leave permission. Here we can see two main sections, Search Student and History. The first one, called Search Student, shows the two options available to find the student you want to assign the permission to. These options are: the first one is by scanning the QR code or barcode found on the student's ID. And the second option allows you to search by the student's ID number. So if the student doesn't have their ID with them, they can simply provide their student ID number and you can search for them manually. Let's say we want to assign a permission to a student. We'll click the first option. Here we can see that opens the camera, so we can scan the student's ID. As you can see, the system quickly and efficiently finds the student. We're then taken to this screen, which shows all the details of the permission we're about to assign. Here you'll notice several things. First, the student's information is highlighted in green. This means the student is eligible for this permission. Alongside the green highlight, you'll also see an approval icon confirming that eligibility. You'll also see the student's information, like photo, name, student ID number, and grade. Just below that, there's a brief summary with more student information, such as absences, tardies, and any pending detentions. Continuing down, we can also see the student's schedule. And finally, the button to confirm the permission being granted. In this case, the student is eligible for the permission, but what happens if they are not? When a student is ineligible, their information will be displayed in red, along with a denial icon, indicating that they cannot receive this permission, in this example meaning they are not allowed to leave early. Just like before, you'll still see the student's photo, name, student ID number, grade, absences, tardies, and pending detentions. At the bottom, you'll see their schedule. However, in this case, there will be no Confirm Permission button available. Now, you can just click the button in the upper left corner to return to the previous screen. Essentially, this is how the system will display the details, either approving or denying the permission based on your school's rules. Back on this screen, the second way to find a student is by entering their student ID number. When we click this option, a window opens where we simply need to enter the student ID and then click Search Student. The system will display the student's details. As you can see, whether you search by scanning the student's ID or entering it manually, the results are the same. If the student is eligible for the permission, all you have to do is click Confirm Exit, and the student will now have that permission activated. Now let's look at the second section, the History tab. In this example, we're still in the early leave permission. This section shows the list of all students who have been granted this permission, along with the date, the time they left, and details such as the student's photo, name, student ID number, and grade. You can also filter the history. By default, it's filtered by today's date, but you can also filter by gender or by grade. The goal of this section is to make all this information easily accessible to the user. So that's the main functionality of the off-premise permissions module. As a recap, in this video, we saw that there are two ways to search for students, by scanning their ID or by entering their student ID number. Depending on your school's rules, the system will display students in green with an approval icon if the permission is approved, in which case you simply confirm the permission. But if the permission is denied, the system will display the student in red with a denial icon. And this same process applies to all permissions. For example, the lunch permission. That's it for this overview. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us.